Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ando. Thanks for coming out to this Galactic Challenge video. So I got a pretty easy one here today, at least it was for me. This is going to be on my main account. I haven't really tried it on my alt, which is typically where we've been using the Galactic Challenges before. Just haven't been able to get really much stuff done on the alt, so just going to record this one here. I'll give you some ideas of like what, I mean, obviously I'll show you what I did. I'll give you some ideas about what could possibly be done if you don't have the teams or maybe the relics or the gear or whatever the case might be. I understand that I've got a pretty big account, so compared to some people, I might, you might just not have the characters geared up or whatever. So, by all means, guys, though, if you still find yourself struggling after watching this video, I want to help. I have a Discord that is willing to help, at pretty much all times of the day and night. So look in the description below for that Discord link. Let us know what your issues are, and we'll try our best to try to help you guys out, because that's what it's all about. And yeah, we're going to go right into it, guys. All right, guys, so we're going to talk about this. This is just, I pressed record right as I kind of was looking through all this stuff. This is just, it's okay. I mean, there's nothing really in this. The biggest thing to know is that we're in Tatooine. That's where the dots come in. They can't be resisted, but they can be cleansed. So that's a big thing to know. Grievous, once his protection's gone, he cleanses all debuffs. IG 100 cleanses debuffs on his middle ability. So very, very big abilities in those guys, like specifically for the droids that end up helping you out in this. But like I said, I just went right into it and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try getting all of them done in one go. And I do think it's possible, I just didn't time it out right. And so what I did eventually is just this team that you're seeing me put in. I have JML, so these are all R5, R7, and R5, I believe, 3PO and Chewie. Excuse me. And then R7 BB-8, and I have an R3 L3 as well, I think. No Zeta on her. I do have a Zeta on Chupio. I have one Zeta on C3PO and one Zeta on R2, and then one Zeta on BB-8. And so basically, if you guys know anything about Chupio, he basically has a leader ability as long as the leader is actually a rebel, and so he's gonna basically buff up R2 and C3PO. Now, I also made a video on this with the Endor mission. They're basically like, so the beautiful thing about this is that R2 and C3PO are also resistance, and so anytime that BB-8 is attacking out of turn, you're also getting that call to resist. So either it's going to be confused or it's going to be a stun, and that also can help slow down this team, which I think is important. Again, I didn't get it done on the first time, like not all of the feats, but the only one that I'm missing was the damage. So I think if I had just maybe done the AoE right here, even though maybe I wouldn't have killed a lot of people, it would have been I would have been able to do more damage, and maybe hit that threshold. But I decided to cleanse here, and again, maybe that was the right call, maybe that wasn't, I don't know, because now the dots are starting to take them, and that's like the people that I needed to get damage from, so all these guys are dying now to dots, and luckily, like, L3, she self cleanses. So yeah, this is going very well, very much more well than I thought it was going to go whenever I first hit this team up. And yeah, here we go for the final few attacks here on B1. Yeah, not much else to say about this one. This one was pretty fun to just see that it worked. I don't know if this is what they intended. Other teams that you can try, guys, like, obviously not everyone's gonna have like super decked out droids and whatnot, but I think Malik is a really good one here because the dots shouldn't affect him as much. That's just my thought, at least in my head. Something with like and one thing that you could also do too, Malik with some sort of tank with Watt, because the tank with Watt will be able to cleanse all the debuffs, like with that tank tech. So something like that I feel like will definitely be a solid investment, or at least a solid try at that leaderless one. You could even just run a Sith Empire and then just have Malik as a leader and not Drevin. And like just put Drevin in like the non-lead spot. But yeah, other than that, like that one was fairly easy. Now I'm gonna show you guys this Grievous one. My first attempt fails, and I just wanted to include this one because you know, a lot of times the guys, you know, the guys that created these videos, right, they just show you the ones that you know you attempt, and then that's it. And you might be lucky, you might be one of the lucky ones. Maybe I was one of the lucky ones, I don't know. But I just wanted to include this in here because it just goes to show you that you know, not everything is done on the first attempt. Not everything, you know, it's okay to try something once. Obviously, the more attempts that you take at it, you know, the more frustrating it can get. And really, I didn't change anything in my games, the game style. Just, you know, RNG, you know, landing a few more, maybe the target locks. My, you know, second go around was, you know, the key, and you know, reducing some of the turn meter or getting kills where I didn't have it before. But yeah, I eventually die here, and yeah, I go in with the same team after this, and I get the W with the doing a certain amount of damage. I forgot what is it, 1,500,000 or something like that. But whatever that threshold was, I finally hit it. I'm just gonna allow this to play through. I want you guys to know that, you know, it's okay if, you know, you have to walk through it one or two times. So trying to think of like some other things that might help you guys out during this as well. But I can't get to everything all the time, you know, in these videos. Sometimes I mess up, sometimes, you know, I post things and I totally forget, like, oh my god, I should have mentioned that. So the best way for you guys to do it is to go hop into the Discord, which is in the link down below. Ask questions, whether it's about Galactic challenges or just the game in general, mods, you name it. We want to just help wherever we can, or if we can't help, we'll try to, you know, point you in the direction that can help. But yeah, this one is the one that we went on. Again, I won't, you know, talk you through it. The big thing, I guess, that I'll point out is, remember that IG 100 on his middle ability cleanses debuffs, so that's a way that you can kind of get rid of some of these persisting dots that you know, you don't want to have kill your B2 or whatever. And go for the target locks. So you see, I'm tending to use the Grievous AoE more than I am, you know, that crawling one, and that's because I'm trying to reduce the turn meter. I'm trying to boost Grievous's turn meter. Again, we're not really worried about him going too often and getting dots on him, because quite frankly, in the case where he's, you know, doesn't have any protection, he ends up cleansing the debuffs anyways, like by himself. So we don't need to kind of, you know, watch his turn meter. The big ones that we need to watch for is B2, because he's kind of constantly going due to the spamming and hitting the different separatist allies. And honestly, Droideka, he cleanses on himself. You can't put dots on B1, so really it's just IG 100 and B2. And you see, I just did a cleanse there, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep, you know, the rest of the team topped off on health and protection where I can. And then, yeah, you know, obviously you want to probably focus on GBA. He's the guy with the cleanse, he's the guy with the health link, so once you get rid of him, it is definitely over, barring something crazy happening. And I went for the brute right there because I'm trying to get the damage, right? I don't want to waste this attempt, so I decided, okay, well, we'll just go for that, and hopefully we'll get some big damage. So we end up getting it here, and like I said, hopefully this is helpful to you guys. If it is, make sure you guys let us know, or let me know, and yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.